got a good number, the number thing. If that's the kind of interest, I'll tell you something else. If it's going to universities, check this out. This will no, I'm not kidding, but it's like this, like okay, because I've known people who are professors too, like a bunch of like losers. But here's the thing that okay, the syllabus, like for the, like what's on the syllabus and what the classes are. Okay, here's the thing. Like I'll give you okay. It's the actually that movie Good Will Hunting, like where the kid is like, you know, he works as like a janitor at MIT or something. He's like a genius or something, and he goes to Robin Williams. There's like his the shrink or whatever, and at the end he's crying. Like, it's not your fault. That movie. Okay, one of the things he says is he says like, yo, like all these people are reading books, like they don't have the right books. He's like, yo, read a People's History of the United States. Like, well, I mean, people do read that book, but the point is like the comment like, you read all these books, they're the wrong books. Is like, right. Why are they the wrong books? Or how did this happen? Well, I'll tell you how it happened. Part of it is the mentality of the people like running the university and teaching. I'll give you an example. I knew a guy. He's from Seattle. I didn't know him. I didn't like him, but the guy, he came and moved into our neighborhood in when I was living in the Garden District. Okay, he and his wife came from Seattle, and they were both like teachers at they were college professors. Okay, and you know, he was like, you know, they were like, he was a dick. I mean, he was just a dick. Like like some of the guys, he's a dick. But here's the point. But he's a loser too. But here's the point. He told me, like, he said, like, oh, what are you doing? Like, you work at the restaurant, you go to UNO, the graduate school. I said, well, I'm just taking a class today. I was an English major, so I'm taking a literature class. And he said, I said, I don't know, but we're reading, you know, like a 17th century British novels of what we're reading now. And he's like, yeah, I love those books. Like, that's like, you know, once you read one, it's like crack. You just keep reading them. Right. Well, wait a minute. Sorry. These are people who like are interested in things that are not useful to like read. I mean, I wouldn't. You don't raise someone up like someone goes to college like reads like, you know, Jane Austen novels and this. That wouldn't be the literature to read. But no. Like the professors like that kind of thing and the type of educated people we have. Like right, I like them too. But I mean, that was not what would be on the syllabus of like an English course. Like it wouldn't, you know. And like the books, when I found out like other kind of books, like they're not reading the right books, but partly because the kind of people that are like professors, like they're like into, they're probably parents who were professors or something. They're into things. They're into, you know, reading, you know, Evelina from Tom Jones or something, because they're privileged people. I mean, that wouldn't make it so when someone left like the college, they were like, you know, prepped for a bunch of things and really intellectual and this and that. No, it's kind of like a finishing school if you're reading that in your English classes or something. Like, right, but it's like the type of shit that's on the syllabus, like those are the wrong books. Unfortunately, the right books you get like sent to a security office or something. But like no, like they are like the things that people like the teachers want to teach, and because they do. See, that's what people like being a college professor. They have a lot of autonomy over what they do. Like, you know, you know what I mean? Like they have input in what's being read on the syllabus. Well, no, I mean if I taught an English class, like right, it would be like, you know, smuggle in, you know, like pagan Spain and insurgent Mexico and the what's that one where they? I mean, those are you know, like no one knows. I guess does anyone know read pagan Spain in a college? Like, not that I'm aware of. They know Richard Wright, but they don't know. Well, the whole book, Richard Wright, black intellectual, he went down to Spain with the Phalangist Party and this and that, but he wrote about it like, but it's not like a political book. Like he wrote about like, you know, being there, and like it's type of like halfway between literature and like he actually was there. But I mean, right? I never read a single college educated person read pagan Spain or any of that shit. Or Insurgent Mexico. They read 10 Days to Shook the World. Like, yeah, I know it's with the Russian Revolution, but like, no, they're reading the wrong books. Like, if you wanted to, like, let me put it this way, like, it's that their taste in books is the taste of an academic in books, is what I'm getting at. They don't read the right books. When I met Dr. Harper, who I really do think his sons are like in our, or planned your game or something, given who he is and given, well, I mean, yeah, they probably like run the game or something, right? That when I went to lunch with him and we were talking about books, right? All the stuff we like had in common when he's like, oh, you like this, you like that, you know, but those aren't books that are taught in the colleges. Like, no one reads those. Just me, and then he knew I read them at that time, and he loves those books. But no, those aren't like on the syllabus. They aren't. It's just the kind of book that I don't know why. I don't know what the shit that they're reading in all different. I'm talking about English, but like the type of shit they read in every like department. Because my friend Mitch was a major in something else. Is like this. It's the taste of the type of person who becomes a college professor or an administrator at the college. But it's the same people all the way up to the top. They have their interests. They don't live in the real world. That's why they're like teaching and stuff like that. They don't. I mean, they're not like from the real world. The real world. They're not. I mean, they're academics. Right? They're tasted in shit or what they think. Like, they want to introduce the students to certain things. It's on the syllabus. What the fuck are you gonna get? Those are the wrong books. That's a big part of it. What's going on at the colleges. But it's kind of like the multiculturalism thing. They're doing a whole thing where you read like books from different like what the fuck was that other course I took? Oh right, I did. It's not the point. It's their taste in books, but they're a certain kind of person. I want to read like Pagan Spain and the Holy Reich, and I want to read. But they order them off Amazon. They're like not. No one's reading that in a college. That's what I'm getting at. Like anything I read that was like useful to not just our activity long before then. Yet to order off Amazon. They don't have that in the colleges. Professors aren't into those kind of books.